Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is Friday. Can we say it together? It's Friday, and welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. And you know, when you step into the corner, you're going to find out every single thing that you need to know that's going on in and around our area. And today, being Friday, is not any difference. But let me say this. I got to go back and say thank you to Quint Studer and everything that we did last night at Light Up Learning there at the Wahoo Stadium. It was cold, but we met a lot of goals. And I tell you, when it's all about education, I strongly believe that knowledge is power, and we get it into our children because they are our tomorrow. Thank you so very much for being there with us. And today is not going to be any different. I invite you to be a part of this show because it is absolutely exciting. Today, we're going to another level. You've heard me talk about Wildcat soaps and candles. You've heard me talk about Dr. Martin. You've heard me talk about Dr. Brian. Well, listen at this, ladies and gentlemen. They're in the studio with me today. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're doing
Splendid.
fabulous, yes.
Fantastic on Friday.
Fantastic on Friday.
Well, check this out. I am so amazed and I'm so glad. I want to say thank you for getting up to come in to show us all of this. If you could only smell what I smell. You smell it? And they're free. Well, listen at this. I want to talk to you, Brian, because I know that you are the originator. You are the one who came up with this idea. Now, what I want our viewers to realize is you make everything that's in front of us. This is, as my mother would say, this is homemade. I mean,
Yes.
It is truly amazing how this, you think that you're walking in the mall. But first of all, what gave you the idea to want to make soap and candles?
Well, first of all, Sunshine, thank you for having us.
Of
We're
course.
so pleased to be here.
Yes.
So back in 2014, I developed a skin condition called psoriasis.
Okay.
And I was taking medicines that the doctors were prescribing.
Don't we know?
It started to shut down my liver, caused me other problems, and I just couldn't figure out how I was going to get rid of this horrible skin disease.
Exactly.
And so I started about 2019, 2020, around that area, kind of looking at how I could take the moisturizing effects of certain butters and oils to help my psoriasis. So being that I have a PhD, I did a lot of research on this, and I wanted to go the next level to say, I don't want a soap that just cleans, but I want it to also moisturize and maybe help psoriasis or eczema.
Exactly.
So before we go any further, though, I just want to make sure we're clear. This has not been evaluated by the
understand.
FDA, but this is my own experience and from my customers. okay?
Exactly.
So I started to develop my own soap, basically, and it was a very plain bar. It didn't have any scent, and I use all my natural butters, 100% natural across
Right.
the wire. And so within about 6 weeks, I started to see a positive effect, but it wasn't quite as fast as I wanted it.
Of course.
So then I added one special ingredient called hemp seed oil. And that
I've heard of
was
that.
the game changer, absolutely. So we added hemp seed oil to the soap, and then it actually made it quicker of a result than the 6-8 weeks that it took before. So I'm seeing results now from my soap within 6-8 days. Not
Really?
weeks. Yes. And so we encourage people, if they've got these types of skin conditions, to just take a moment, talk to us about it. I can't say it's going to cure everything,
Right,
but I think
but it
it's
can
going to
help.
definitely help and moisturize your skin tremendously. So I started making it for myself, and then family and friends said, hey, I want some, my neighbors.
Right.
Can you do it in lavender scent, or can you do it in this scent, or can
Like
you
I
make
see
it
across there.
purple? Exactly. And so I said, sure. I said, let me research, make sure it's skin safe,
Right.
and it's not going to affect my eczema or my psoriasis. And so after researching some more, we started just making some soap out of our home and not really selling it, just giving it away, until I had a pretty big order come in from somebody I didn't really know. It was kind of a business of some sort. And I said, well, wait a minute.
That was a good order.
That was a good order. So I decided, okay, well, maybe I need to spin up a business. So I spun up a soap business. So it was originally called Wildcat Soaps. Now, the reason why it's called Wildcats is I'm a University of Kentucky graduate.
Oh, I should have known something was behind that.
And we bleed blue, okay? So it's Wildcat Soaps and Candles. So we started out with Wildcat Soaps, and I wanted to expand because I feel that you can't be complacent in the market.
I agree.
The market changes. You have to be flexible. You have to listen to your customers, listen to what is needed. But most importantly, you have to have something that's going to fix a problem. right? Because that's typically what you do to have a good niche on things is you're fixing a problem.
Right.
So I decided that I wanted to expand into candles because I saw a lot of low quality candles. I saw very expensive candles, so expensive, and I also saw some research that said that we've got some issues with potentially some candles being hooked to cancer or leading into cancer and those sorts of things. The other thing is I saw so many issues with people having a lot of respiratory issues, a lot of respiratory problems. And so what we decided to do is to venture into the fragrances that is not going to be overpowering for what you're smelling and your respiratory.
Right. Unbelievable. But you know when you say that, because as I sit back and I'm thinking as you speak, I remember Eric telling me something about, there was something he was using on his face. And it had, what was it?
Turmeric.
Turmeric, yes. And he said, well, no, Sonshine, I put this on every night. And it's doing this for my skin because, you know, we like to keep their skins that way.
Flawless.
But I mean, when he was doing that, and I said, okay, what is the turmeric going to do? What is that? But then he started taking pictures. And, you know, he loves the camera. And
I do.
But okay, all of these type things, but I want to say to our viewers, nothing fails but a try. And if you're dealing with things, I believe this totally, because if we go back to the earth, if we go back to the things that are created naturally,
That's right. That's right.
without all those preservatives,
That's right.
we get better results.
Absolutely.
I strongly believe that, because the Word of God teaches us that, to live from the earth. And with the fact that you're saying that it helped with your psoriasis and all of this, and I'm looking at your skin, I mean, come on. Something works.
Something works. So we are developing new products. So my goal was to kind of develop something new every quarter.
Right.
Just so that we can see what's selling, what the people want, what recommendations we have. And so that's where we started coming out with things like our shower steamers, which is a lot of people have respiratory, especially teachers. They get it from
the kids.
The kids, exactly. And so this is something you kind of put in the back of your shower, and it's got menthol crystals. And you talk about opening up your sinuses.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I could drop this in my shower.
Yes. So this there's actually 6 of these in one bag,
Some of those,
and you can do about 2 to 3 different showers with each one. So smell that.
Oh, that's opened me up already. I mean, oh my goodness.
So it's got a mixture of menthol crystals and also eucalyptus. So we do use a little bit of baking soda in it. We've got a little bit of alcohol in it to help it bind together. So these are the types of things that we knew that we needed to come out because our customers was asking us for.
Exactly.
Those.
And a great thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm gathering from the conversation is simply this. Even though you think that when you go out in the stores, I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm telling you what I believe in, and that is natural. The fact that what it can do for your entire system, whatever you may be dealing with, because it starts with what you do to take care of this temple.
That's right.
And with that, now I see something else. I don't want to ask what that is. I'm gonna ask though. What is that?
So this is actually our homemade laundry detergent. So
As the kids say, that's washing powder.
That's washing powder. In the South, we say that's washing powder.
That's washing powder, baby. That's
So,
it.
and that's very important because I would buy that clear liquid soap that had no scent because it wouldn't break out my skin.
Right.
So I had to develop something that actually had a scent. And still help my skin. So we've got 3 different scents, and we always bring out a different scent quite a lot. So this has actually been used, we've sold hundreds of these, and they are actually still helping with people's skin. I get people say, hey, my son can actually have his jersey from football cleaned now, and it smells well. So these are the types of things we want. We want to know what those problems are and see what we can solve.
And you know, I tell you, and you're going to think this is a joke, but I'm for real. The other day I was just itching. And I was like, okay, is it my detergent? Because I love Gain. I've been using Gain forever. And then when I took that robe that I had on when I went to Alabama, and I washed it up there, but I didn't use what I had at home. Do you know I didn't itch?
Absolutely. So let's talk about that just a moment.
Okay.
So there's 2 types of oils that you can put in product primarily. You have essential oils and you have fragrance oils.
Okay.
Essential oils are actually extracted from plants. So you're getting live good oils from things that we already ingest or we already have.
I got you.
A sample of that would be like a coconut oil, or maybe my lavender scented oil, which is an essential oil because it actually is coming out of the actual buds of the lavender.
Of course.
The fragrance oils are the ones that are more chemically made. And so those are the ones that typically when I'm breaking out or I'm having problems or it's itching me really bad,
Right.
it's probably because it's a fragrance oil and not an essential oil. So anything that touches your skin in our company is an essential oil because
Wonderful.
that's what's going to help your skin.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is, you hear me talk about this all the time, how I believe in the naturals. And this, I'm seeing this absolutely. So I think we should all give that a try because I strongly believe in what comes from the earth is what God wants us to use anyway. And with the fact, I give you kudos for going that route.
Thank you.
And you're sitting there just smiling. So what do you got to say about this today?
So I would say I call myself research and development. I'm part of the development part of it. Like I like to try the products before we bring them out to the customers. And so I can say as a person that had horrible burning, itchy skin after I would take a shower. And this, I would have this irritating, horrible burning skin for like 2 hours after the fact.
Afterwards?
And this was for years and years and years. Didn't know what it was. I could never use the same product very long. I would have to change out something. Then I got to the point it got so bad that I could not use anything that had fragrance in it. And so I noticed one day when he wasn't using all his medication, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me try this soap. Now that we got the formula down right. I tried it. Literally, the moment that I used it on my skin, I never had a problem. It was going on 3 years. I have not had this burning, itching skin in forever.
Really?
Since and all it was because a lot of soap have lye in it. It has different kind of fragrance in there that's burning your skin.
You mean that stuff we used to call when we were kids? Devil lie.
Yes. Yes, it has it in there
Wow.
and it irritates your skin. So what it is, if you have any type of skin condition, any kind of problems, you need to go with natural products.
I agree 100%.
The natural products is gonna help heal your skin. And so with the soap that we use, we add in there shea butter, coconut oil, hemp seed oil, castor oil, and olive oil in our soap products. Those are essential oil that's already in your body that you release out, so the soap is putting that back into it.
Absolutely.
And it's healing your skin.
I agree because as we mature, we lose things, and you got to know how to put them back.
Yes.
Naturally. We are having a great conversation today with Eric and Brian. It's all about Wildcat soaps and candles. When we come back, we're going to tell you more about the candles, how that all got started up. And you can only find it here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Do you have a house that you want to turn into cash? I'm Mike with Mullet Man Buys Houses from Pensacola, Florida. Maybe you inherited a house, are facing foreclosure, have tenant issues, or the house is in general disrepair. I buy houses cash, in as-is condition, and close in as little as 3 weeks. I can provide you a competitive offer the same day I walk through your house. With Mullet Man Buys Houses, you can find the easy solution to put cash in your hand as quickly as possible.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. It is Friday, and we are having a great conversation today. I'm learning, because of the fact that I believe in taking care of this, because you're only going to have one. And when he gives you this one, take care of it.
That's right.
And maybe there are others who are dealing with skin disorders, because there are a lot of things out there. I'm going to ask, do you have shampoo?
We do. We actually, of course. So on my scalp, with my psoriasis, it's very itchy, it's very dry, dandruff because of the flaky skin.
Course.
So we took what we have here in a formula for our soap, and we made it a little bit more lather type, but we made it into a a shampoo bar. So you basically just lather it up in your hands, you put that to the side, massage it into your scalp, and it cured up my psoriasis and my stuff on my scalp within just a couple weeks.
Get out of here.
Yep, and we also have a conditioner as well. And so you want that nice flowing hair, follow it up with a conditioner.
Let's see. With this ponytail, I got to have a lot, right? Yeah. But look, I thought about that because of the fact, with this, I'm stepping out as asking questions, because I see that you're looking at it on a medical side as far as taking care of the skin and to use your product because it is natural. Some people, does it help with hair breakage or anything like that? Have you worked? No, well, I don't know whether. Okay, black people, sometimes our hair breaks.
Okay.
Because it's so curly.
Yes.
And it's so curly. Is there maybe You're making me laugh.
Well, so other than my husband being African American, when I was a foster parent, I actually had African American children.
Okay.
And that's where I learned about
the hair.
The hair and the skin. So
Yeah.
I follow what you're saying
Yeah.
now. So what we try to do with our shampoo and conditioner is we put vitamin E and vitamin D back into the hair.
That's what we need.
That strengthens it. There used to be the tale of putting mayonnaise in your hair.
I remember that. I never would do that.
Well, what that's doing is putting those oils back into your hair, right? So that's what this shampoo, soap, and conditioner is doing. It's nurturing it, and it actually reduces the breaks and the clots and the tangles and all that.
Really? Did you put mayonnaise on your hair?
Yes. I used to have long hair.
Did you have Miracle Whip or did you use mayonnaise?
Just mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. That's what we had at the house. And so you would do it just like you was putting a relaxer in there. So you would, open up them, do them parts, and lay it on there and leave it on there for like 10 to 20 minutes. And so what it does was it was like a conditioner. So it's almost like almost doing like a hot oil treatment on your hair. So you was rejuvenating it.
Really?
Yes.
Let's rejuvenate with some other stuff. I'm not putting no mayonnaise on my hair. But once you catch up and you have a hot dog.
And because we're talking about oils and stuff, so we have this great product called it's a skin serum. And so good thing about skin serum is we have a lavender and then we have rosemary. And skin serum, what it does, it goes down 3 layers of the skin. So this is gonna help you be moisturized longer throughout the day. So sometimes with lotion, you may end up having to reapply a couple of times.
Put a little Vaseline with it.
Well, we have we have our tricks that we do, but we also have lotion. We have had.
Brian said, no Vaseline here.
Well, he's bringing up a good point here, because I formulated this lotion in a way that it actually is a 1 apply per day. And I put arrowroot powder in it so it's not greasy. So you don't have to have any additives with mine. You apply it in the morning, you're good throughout the day.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to put any Vaseline with it.
You wouldn't need to.
I mean, he's laughing.
If you want to, I mean, you can. He does, so I get it.
Because we're ashy.
A dry bone.
Ashy. Look, you all know me. I'm very transparent. I get ashy when it get cold. I mean, but now I can use your product and put a little oil there. Now, what is that right there with a man on it with a beard?
So this is actually one of our newest products. There's 2 products designed for men's beards. This is our beard oil, and then we also have what's on the website is a beard balm. And they actually do 2 different things. Again, I've seen my goatee to where it's real flaky and itchy and having dryness, again related to the psoriasis. So I want to develop an oil that could get down into the follicle area of where the hair meets the skin, right? And actually moisturize it. So I've got 13 different oils in this, combined together with essential oils, and within just a few days of using it every day, all of that was moisturized and all of that psoriasis went away.
Does it help with the growth?
I have a rosemary does. So I have a rosemary essential oil and balm that does stimulate hair growth.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, I'll be darned.
Now the second product there, we don't have it here, but it's on the website.
That's the hair balm?
Is the beard balm. And so the beard balm is actually for the hairs. A lot of time when men have real long beards, they have the flyaways and they look disorganized, right? And so the beard balm is like a hairspray, if you will, but it's actually all natural product and it helps to keep it all together.
So you guys, do you have a beard? You can spray it and it'll look glossy. Really?
Yes, and it smells very, very well. So I even use it myself.
Okay, I'm going to go to that. That's my next question. Now I see you have a full beard.
Yes.
So is this here stimulant here what caused you to grow the beard?
Yes. So it's just part of it. I use it every day. And one of my favorite scents that we have is called mahogany teakwood. It smells amazing.
What motivated you to grow a beard though?
I like to always change up throughout the season. So I'm always doing something different, a different look, different colors and stuff like that. And I love that. And I think you should do that. You shouldn't want to have your life so rigid and rigid become boring. And so I'm always doing something different every season.
Really?
Yes.
I never dreamed I'd see him with a beard.
Well, it's got.
You didn't either.
It's getting some use to.
You didn't.
It did. So, Sunshine, I want to actually give a gift out to your viewers, okay?
Okay.
If you don't mind. So, if you go to our website at www.wildcatsoaps.com and you enter in the discount code Sunshine, you will get 25% off your entire order.
Okay.
Whatever you order, 25% off the entire order. We do have a little bit of shipping. It's typically about $7,
right.
Very cheap.
Of course.
But that's for today only. So go out to wildcatsoaps.com. When you get to the pay screen, look for the discount code. Just put in Sunshine's beautiful name, and you'll get 25%
How do you spell Sunshine?
S-O-N.
Thank you.
S-H-I-N-E. There's only one way you spell
That's
Sunshine.
right, though. There's only one way.
One way.
I mean, but this is so okay. Now I see something else. I'm being educated as well. Now those little things right there. What's that? You can't move.
Okay.
I'll have to get it. This. What is this?
So this is actually, we've had this product for about 2 years now, and so we've had a lot of complaints about people that would stop at the gas stations and buy those little scented trees, you know, very cheap things, or they would go to some of the other big brand organizations, and it would be $10, $12 to try to get something for your car. So we did some research, and we created our own car air freshener. It's a car diffuser. And it's got a wooden top at the top. There's a cork in here that keeps the scent in. But you take that out and put that top back on, and that scent goes up into that wooden top, and then you can hang it by your car mirror. You can put it in a coffee cup holder, and it lasts about 3 months.
That?
Yes. 3 months.
And that's because it's a liquid-based product. It's not already embedded into another product, so that gives it the reason why it can last longer, anywhere from 2 to 3 months.
Right there, the core.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And we have 25 different scents. And we want to make sure that we talk a lot about bringing things from the earth into our body.
Exactly.
We also want to talk about recycling. You know, that's glass, that's wood. Some of that's biodegradable, but glass isn't, right?
Of course not.
We can recycle it.
Exactly.
But we also sell a refill, right?
A refill on what? Oh, the oils.
Yes, on the oil.
Also, you can keep that.
Yes.
Okay,
and then with the refill will fill your jar up twice. So we tell people not to throw away their jar, because you can come back and get a refill and fill it up twice.
Absolutely.
For that, for just a measly price.
And we have a couple different designs in our jar. We can do cubes, we can do square cylinders. At around Halloween, we have little skulls. We have diamonds, little diamonds. A lot of people like the diamond shape because it really glows in the sunlight.
Yeah.
Really?
So we try to be festive towards the season as much as we can.
You're thinking really outside the box.
Trying
I
to.
believe in thinking outside the box. And with this, that you've taken all this time to design this, not only just to have soap, but it also helps with the protection of the body, to help you with things that you are dealing with and with a natural way. When you think of things like this, how long is the process of, let's say just this, how long of a process for me to make one of these, one of those? And
sure, it does vary depending on, so what you're looking at here, this is actually a concrete vessel. So we actually took concrete, and I took concrete, we mixed it up, and we poured it into an actual mold. And after about 3 or 4 hours, I'm able to take it out of the mold, but we're not quite done there. Then we have to let it completely dry, because concrete is very porous. And if you try to burn this candle while it's not sealed, it's just going to leak out the side of it. It's going to become very porous. It's going to leak. Okay.
So you made this?
Yeah, this is, we made this. I would mix up the simmental. He would help me with the coloring and pouring in the colors. And you can see that this one is really a nice, pretty blue. And we have over 20 different colors, and we can do different combinations. And so after the first 3 or 4 days, the next step is to leak-proof this, waterproof it. And so what I do is I submerge that into a sealant for about an hour, and then it has to sit for 3 weeks in order for it to
that's
seal.
What I'm talking about, that process.
That's the process.
My patience. I was like, let me try something. Let me see if I can
Well, you have to, you really have to look at where you're going, because we go to markets every weekend.
Right.
We do fundraisers, we do commercial orders, we do all kinds of other things than just coming and buying these off the website, which we'll talk about shortly.
Exactly.
And so we have to think about, okay, if I'm going to go to the Shrimp Festival in Gulf Shores in October, how far in advance do I have to have 10,000 pieces of soap or 1,500 pieces of candles and such? So we have
6 months ahead?
You sometimes do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And when it comes to time frame with homemade soaps, there's 2 processes that you can do. There's a hot process and a cold process. We prefer the cold process, where we make the soap and we let it sit on the shelf for 3 weeks before we're
you
ready.
say hot and cold. Explain to me the difference between that. Okay.
So a hot process is where you can boil all your products on the stove, and then you're ready to use it. A lot of stores do that. Like novelty stores, they make it and it's ready to go ahead and use. And so that's a hot process. The cold process is where you still do all that. You boil your oils down, and then you take it, you let it sit overnight, you slice it the next day, and then you go and put it on the shelf for 3 weeks.
Okay, so you don't have a thing that you can just put it in there. So do you have to go there and go, cut?
We slice it. He actually made a
I'm saying, do you have something that you can do, just put one big press like you do when I'm trying to cook? Or you get that thing like you do an apple?
Yes.
Like that.
So there's many different ways you can slice it, really.
Okay.
When I originally started, I was doing just little amounts. So I've just got a single slicer that I use to slice the soap. But the second step is you can buy like a, 15-inch wide cutter that slices it all at once if you want.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you can do those. I've just chosen, because I'm old grassroots, I'm just going to do it one at a time. So I've been slicing these one at a time, and we've sold probably around 12 to 13,000 bars.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Do you go to sleep and be still doing it? Everybody, this is interesting what I'm learning today. I believe in natural products. I believe in taking care of this. And with this, I see so many people, when you go to the doctor, even with your skin, with you have people with young people that always pop out. The skin's always
pimples and
but if you're using something natural, I'm sure that will help.
Absolutely. So I've had many parents of teenagers ask me about my soap and if my soap will help. One of the types of soap that I have here that's not displayed is an all-natural. So the all-natural is just all of the base product except no essential oil for fragrance and no skin-safe mica. Because a lot of people's like, I don't really know if this is going to work for me. Well, then take the base product, which is what I started with, and see if that helps you. And so far, 100% come back and say, okay, let me get my son or my husband tobacco, or let me get them this or that. And
really?
It does, because a lot of the teenagers, of course, have that breakout of the acne. It's important to get that oil out, and so that soap brings out that oil while also moisturizing the pores.
And we have to, there's something, there's a young lady I often talk to, and I'll tell her about this. She says her daughter has such bad acne, right? But you keep switching. You keep switching from product to product to product. I said, but you got to stick with one.
A natural product, too.
A
because
natural
you get a lot of these products, and I'm not pro or against medicine and what they provide. I'm a naturalist, is what I like to do, is provide natural products. And so if there's a natural product that we know is not going to burn your skin off, for example. When I was a teenager, I had horrible acne.
Exactly.
I had horrible acne.
Right.
And I went to the dermatologist, got all these different medicines, and all I did was fought for 15 years or something this acne.
Yeah.
And so I looked at how I can use my soap as a whole body soap and not just for your skin.
Oh, that's amazing, because you see some people with the cradles on their face, right? And they're deep. And I think that's because of, I know that it has something to do with the oils. And if you have the oils and you know that you do, get something that's going to work with it. Believe in natural. I truly believe in natural. That's going to help with you, but there's something for you with that. Now, I also see, I want to go back now. What's in that spray bottle right there? Or is that just a bottle? What's in that box?
So this is a linen spray or room spray. And so we wanted to have a product that you can spray around your house that's safe. And so what we did with this, we used three different products in this spray bottle. And what you can do, you spray it on your bed pillows, you can spray it on your blankets, you can spray it on your curtains. It's safe, it does not change anything colors. You can do your couch. We even go as far as to open up our ventilating system, spray our air filter, and let it flow through the house.
Oh, really?
And another thing we do is pet safe. We spray our cat litter box. And our cat has not had no issue with it. Spray the couch down where the cat is at all the time.
Really?
Yes, space. So we sell tons of this. We have some amazing scents that people love. We have so many people buy Amazing Grace. We cannot keep enough Amazing Grace on the shelf.
I wonder why.
It smells good. We have it here so we can let you smell it.
It's a little heaven, a little piece of heaven.
That's what I'm talking about.
Amazing Grace. This year, just probably like 3-4 weeks ago, we came out with our spring line, and our spring lines is Magnolia. We have Dogwood. We have the #1 top-selling Volcano. We had so many people ask us to get Volcano. We have a Volcano room spray now. And we also have it in the calendar, which we'll talk about later.
That's right.
And so you can smell it. It smells amazing. People love it. And so, like we said, we have just a few products in it. It's clean. It's actual stuff that people have at the house. They just don't know about it.
Spray your pillow.
Spray it down.
Yeah,
That's right, turn it over.
Yeah,
we are talking with Wildcat Soaps and Candles today. I'll tell you, I can't believe the time and the effort that's put into this, but I believe this too. When you've got something that works, it takes time to develop that, so continue to do it because you know it's going to be beneficial. And not only that, it's going to help you with issues that possibly you're dealing with. Even with babies, I believe in using natural soaps and detergents for babies. We're going to talk more about that when we return. And don't forget about your special now. You can get by using my name. Go to the website and get that 25% off right here. Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Fostering a pet for a friend or neighbor can keep families together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I joined the Navy out of high school. Like many veterans, I live with my disability every day. There is no VA hospital in the Panhandle. That's wrong. Gay Valamont knows our veterans deserve the best care close to home. A leader shows their character by who they fight for. Gay fights for veterans. I'm voting for her for Congress.
I'm Gay Valamont, and I approve this message.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
Early in life, Tony found a love for craftsmanship through building furniture. Growing up in cabinet shops, he was drawn towards custom cabinetry, designing, and creating new and functional spaces. And to be able to share that passion with his clients, helping them turn their ideas into something special, making sure you get more for your investment.
Every kitchen and bath starts with your unique vision. I just bring it to life.
Master-built cabinets, beautifully handcrafted and customer designed.
And welcome back to this Friday edition of Sunshine's Corner. And we've got in with us today Wildcat Soaps and Candles, Kentucky, ooh, ooh, Alabama State, ooh, ooh. I mean, same colors, okay, black and gold. But listen to this. What I'm talking today, we're talking about things today that they do, what they have created with a business, and it's absolutely amazing the time that it takes, the effort, but yet it is also created to help with issues that we may be dealing with.
Right, that's exactly right. We want to make our product to be able to solve a problem.
Exactly.
And you know, buying candles, buying air fresheners, that's not a requirement. You don't have to have those.
No.
But the soaps and the lotions, that's going to actually change your life. I'm a better person today because of my soap and my lotions.
Most certainly.
I'm able to wear shorts. I'm able to wear short sleeves.
Right.
I'm not embarrassed of how I look.
Right.
And I can go out and enjoy myself in this hot summer day.
Come on now. And then you can wash your clothes at home and don't itch.
That's right.
You know. What is that, man? But look, I noticed also that you do a lot of things that you work with. Oh, now they are located in Daphne, Alabama. And yes, we do reach everybody in Alabama. We get people from Mobile checking us out every day. But you see, with this show, you can take it all around the world. You can take us anywhere you want to go. And I just believe in allowing people to show what they have and the reason behind it. Listen to this. Not only do you have that, you work with your police department, you work with your first responders, you work with your Girl Scout cookies, all of that.
Yeah, so we love partnering with our community. Daphne is a wonderful, wonderful city. We love everything about it. We don't just do things in Baldwin County. We do come to Escambia County. We're actually having some events coming up in Mississippi and Biloxi and Ocean Springs. But most importantly, we want to give back.
Of course.
The city provides us a means to be there. They recognize us. So why not give back to organizations? So we have a really good fundraising opportunity. We partner with nonprofits to provide a way of selling our large candle at a very reasonable price, but yet they get the majority of those profits.
Of course.
Now I have to take a little portion to make it, but they're going to get 70% of that profit. And for example, we did some work with the Daphne Middle School cheerleaders who was going to a championship meet in Orlando, and they just needed a real quick way to get some funds.
Exactly.
And within 3 weeks, they had raised over $3,000 in candle sales. Yes. And another big organization that's really near to my heart, the CFO for the company I work for has ALS. And he asked me to create a candle to help fundraise for ALS research. And so through about a 4-month process, we raised almost $10,000 for ALS research.
Way to go, way to go, way to go.
So
giving back, giving back.
Those are the things that we love. We love our police department. We love everybody that wants to help to protect us. We're actually going to be donating some things to the police department for their cars, their air fresheners.
Right.
We're going to be donating to the dispatchers that we love that help them protect us. We look at opportunities. So if you're a church or if you're a non-for-profit, we do candle classes. So you're welcome to have me host a candle class, and we can help to show you how to do that. I'm working on how I can do a soap class. Those are a little bit more difficult to do, but the candle class is certainly a lot of fun.
Really?
Or if you just simply need a fundraising opportunity to raise some quick cash, give us a call because we can cater it towards anything you like. For example, you see on our large candle over here, our Wildcat Soaps and Candles logo. If you would like to have a certain type of fundraiser that maybe has your logo on it, I'm open to that. Because then you're promoting a product that you have and people are more apt to buying it. So that's what we did with ALS. We had permission to use their logo on a candle to raise funds.
Really?
And we just simply replaced it with their logo, and it was an amazing, amazing fundraiser.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And we do a lot of that with also what they call white label. So we have insurance salespeople that say, hey, I want to have my candle with my business card on it. So I'll print a label and put their business card on it because they'll give it to their customer and they'll see, hey, that's on their desk. They're thinking about them every single day.
Right.
We'll also do things like a real estate agent. So we've got some real estate agents who like to, of course, when they sell their property, they want to say thank you. So we have a way that they can tell us one of 3 levels of baskets that we can create.
Really?
And ship it right over to the client for buying that house or selling it.
So if I wanted to buy candles, have it created, and have Sonshine's Corner, I could do that.
100%. We would love to.
Wow. See, I be thinking outside the box, people.
And Sunshine, he mentioned about baskets. That's something to a specialty that we provide. Like Mother's Day come up in a few months, we start making baskets that have soaps. It have lip balms in there. It have different size candles in there. So we have a little of these different products in there for a reasonable price that you can buy. So a lot of times we have like bridesmaids that have purchased baskets for the people that's in their wedding. So we can do some different type of specialty things as well. So they just need to get in contact with us and find out what we can do for them.
So you create the basket. Oh, that is great. You said something, I want to go back to hit that. You said now with the creating of the soap and the candles. Now, let's talk about candles. Now, I see you got those things.
So
those things you hang the candle on?
That's correct. So there's a couple things that you're seeing over here. One, the main thing you're seeing is what's called a wax candle lamp, okay? So you can actually take a candle and you can set on like a coffee cup burner and it actually will melt it. Because there are a lot of places like businesses or churches, they don't want you to burn candles. So what they'll do is they'll buy our candle and maybe buy a lamp or a burner and it will melt it and you'll still get that smell.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have a warmer at work, so I have my candle sitting on there. As soon as I walk in, I turn it on. And I let it have the whole office smelling like Wildcat soaps and candles.
What's your favorite fragrance?
Right now, Volcano.
Okay.
But my ultimate favorite
do you have
smell.
A scent of Volcano here with you today?
We do.
Let me sniff that, because he's talked about Volcano. I want to see what Volcano smells like.
Oh.
Should I look at the candle and see Volcano? Is it going to erupt? I guess not. You can't move.
Yeah, I can't move, but I have it here, so I can let you smell it on one of these as well.
I mean, but this is absolutely amazing. I love it. Okay, don't spray me. Make me sneeze.
No, I'm going to open up.
This is Volcano.
Oh, there's Volcano. Okay. And what you want to do when you have...
It's not sweet, but it has a sweetness to it.
It's actually got a kind of a combination of multiple fruits.
Yeah, citrus
it's very
and
spring. It's very refreshing.
Exactly. When you say refreshing, now that tomorrow, well, Sunday, when you go to bed tomorrow night, don't forget to put that clock. Don't you gonna wake up wrong time Sunday, you're gonna be late. You're gonna get there early.
Oh, too early.
Because, I'm so glad that the time is going back. We got more light in the afternoon. I wish they would leave it alone. Just leave it like what it's gonna be tomorrow and stop changing it, because that's my time of year.
Yes.
But the fact of it is that you've got all of these products that you sell, all of these different type things that they are made right there inside his home. He's taking his garage and everything else is just turned it into it.
The kitchen look like a business.
Exactly. But the fact of it is, you're doing all of this. Now, you said something about the Girl Scouts. Because I'm trying to get the Girl Scouts to come on my show because I want them to talk about their cookies. And now, what is it you do with the Girl Scouts? How you help them?
So we're partnering with the Girl Scouts. They would love to have a day where they can come and have a candle class with us. So one of the things that we do, probably once a quarter, is we host a candle class of about 12 to 15 people. If you sign up, if you follow us on Facebook or for our newsletter on our website, you'll be notified when those are. But there's going to be 25 Girl Scouts. They're going to come to the house. We're going to set up and have a good time.
Boy, you have a handful.
It's going to be a handful. But they're going to make, for the cost in coming to the class, you make 2 big candles.
They do?
Yeah, you make 2 big candles. Now, you'll see here that a lot of our candles don't have a color. We do have different shades of colors. I've got 30 different shades that we can do. But for the most part, we usually just use the default color because it goes with all the decor that people have.
I gotcha.
So they can come in and pick their own scent. We have over 750 scents. Yes.
We have it on a baker's rack, and we just pull it out, and they come in early and start smelling all the scents.
700, I think my nose would go like, oh, I don't know which one
Well,
I
let's
like.
just say that if you've got some type of allergy, you probably don't want to come over to our house very much.
Well, baby, I can't come visit then because I am bad with allergies. Everybody, we're having a great conversation. We got to go to break, but when we come back, we're going to talk more about how you can get involved, how you can find out where they're going to be this weekend, and go out and support. And I tell you, the things that I'm finding out that they do is absolutely amazing, the way of giving back and the purpose behind the creation of Wildcat Soaps and Candles. Does that just say something to you? It's all natural. Stay with us right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner, this Friday edition. I tell you, I have really been educated today. I do believe that knowledge is power. And once you find out what goes into a product that's great for your entire body, that's amazing. And that the two of you have just sat there and come up with this formula that's going to be beneficial for those from a baby all the way up to the grandma. But the fact of it is that it's all made right here. And I tell you, I can't get over this because I know, ooh, that opened me up. But when you said 700 different fragrances, okay, Sunshine, go get me lavender. I'll come back with orange. Sunshine, I need you to go behind me eucalyptus. Okay, here it is, vanilla. I mean, that's gotta be. But he said you're the.
So we have beans that they in, and they like A, B, C, C to D, and so forth. And so you can go pull a bean out and then look on there, and then all the fragrance have like the name of them on there. So it's kind of easy to find, even though it's a lot to look through. So you just pick them up and.
You ever made a mistake and put the wrong one in the wrong one?
We have not.
No.
So
I mean, you have to be
probably
very careful.
my OCD is probably what it is.
I got you.
Because if any of that mistake is going to cost us money, right?
Exactly.
So we have to be deliberate. We have to be very careful. And my motto is, let's just do it right the first time.
Absolutely, I agree with you there. And the fact of it is, I'm going to go back to last year when we came out. Trina and I drove down to, was it Alberta?
So one of the things we really enjoy doing is going to all the festivals we can around Baldwin, around Escambia County, over into Mississippi. And so we love really getting our product out. And so one of the places we're going to be at the last Saturday of this month is at the Alberta Sausage Festival. They have it twice a year, and it's just to benefit the local fire department. And, and it's just such a wonderful, wonderful event. So anywhere we can sponsor or anywhere we can participate that we know is benefiting, like for example, in April we have the Strawberry Festival in Loxley. It's a 2-day event. That benefits the local school system.
Exactly.
So why not give back in the ways that we can? So
exactly.
If you sign up on our website to follow us or on our newsletter or Facebook, you're going to see probably every Wednesday or Thursday of the week I'll publish where we're going to be at that weekend. And then you can come out and enjoy, hang out with us, and just have a great time.
Absolutely. And I want to say this too, not cutting across you. I want to say thank you because I emailed them and they supported me even with Black History. And I say thank you for that because you are sponsored by Black History Month, and I believe in getting that knowledge out. Not just
welcome.
Thank you. Goma Powell coming out of it now.
We're honored. We're glad that you
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much because I love the fact of what you do. And I'm behind anybody who can make a difference. Making a difference is the most important thing there is, I believe. Because if you become stagnated, if you do not want to take that extra step to make a change, Change is necessary. It may not feel good sometimes, but it's necessary.
Right.
That doesn't cause you to regress. You yet need to progress. And I say that I see what you're doing, and I appreciate the fact that the steps that you've taken. I've watched you. Since I've known Eric, I've watched this grow. And my kudos to you.
Well, thank you.
Because I would have closed the closet. Honey, I'm going to bed. See you. I mean.
Well, we have some new products coming out.
Okay.
So if you're on our Facebook or newsletter, you'll get to be able to have notification of these. So one of the questions we get is, are you all going to create any type of shaving cream? And so, like we make with our soap, we're actually going to be coming out with a shaving cream. It's more of the traditional kind of puck, round, hard that you use with a brush.
With the brush like my daddy used to use.
Yes. So we're going to be selling it in a really nice silver tin, and it's going to have a brush or a refill. And so we're going to have it in a way that it's good for men or women and all the personal parts of our bodies, and it's very, very safe.
Exactly. Then I'll go, okay, that was my question when you said, okay, that, yeah, is it
Very,
safe?
very safe, very
But
safe.
you know, I remember that when my father used to sit there at the table.
My grandfather did as well, and that straight razor.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when he got done, his face was so smooth, it was like,
Yes,
oh.
like
And
a-
he was just, I mean, but that's going to be, now you're going to have for men and women. Well, look, ladies, we don't have to, you know, be afraid of that razor like that. We get that brush and rub it in. It's going to saturate into the skin.
So again, you're getting the benefits of the oils and the butters into your skin while you're shaving and moisturizing. A lot of the chemically based shaving creams actually take that out.
Okay.
So we're going to make a product that puts it in as well.
I got you. Do you think you'll ever come up with a wax? I mean, not a wax. I mean a wax.
There's always a possibility with
Okay.
us. There's always a possibility. Like the next product we're going to come out at the same time is the room diffusers. So we talked about the car air fresheners and the diffuser capability.
And
you
a room diffuser is?
It's basically a bottle that's about 6 or 8 inches tall, and they have these little sticks or flowers sticking out, and that's the diffuser. So we're coming out with the Wildcat brand of those diffusers as well. It's a beautiful cobalt blue bottle, and we're going to have flowers that can be done. We can do regular sticks. We're going to offer 20 different scents. It's going to be amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That is great. Eric, I can see you just smiling, so I can tell you into this.
So I just wanted to say we also have a center for our customers that come out. We got to the point where some of the same customers kept coming back and supporting us. So we have a loyalty program that we give our card out to every customer that come out to the events on the weekend in person. We give it to them once they complete 8 visits. They actually end up with a free 14-ounce counter, and we have had some customers actually utilize it and receive a free 14-ounce counter.
Well, of course, you get that loyalty. I have those loyalty cards too. I go everywhere I can. I go, wait, got to here, pop this here. You know, when you get the little mark on it, a little check or something like that. Of course you would. But the fact of it is that you're giving back. And the fact that I want to say to our viewers today, if you see here about the loyalty program, it's on the screen that you can be a part of that as well. So I want you to take this into your thought process today. When it comes to psoriasis, eczema, anything that you may have dealing with skin that you may not know, try natural. Natural, I believe, is the way to go. And you can see here, we've talked about everything that you need from the top to the bottom, even to the oils that will penetrate your skin to cause it to even become even more, just like it is when you're a baby, I think. When you know, just like with the baby's touch. But it's a great thing. And we've talked about that. We're getting down to the end. Can you believe our hour? We've talked an hour.
I can't believe it. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to be here that long. So.
I know. Once you see, that's why, thank you, all of our viewers. I do not interview people. We have conversations.
That's right.
I don't interview. We have a conversation. Tell me about you, because then you're going to relax and you're going to tell me more than you're going to tell me about. You have question. It's going to be tight, square. So, but it wasn't that way. You were nervous and you handled this well.
I'm not Eric. So Eric is your camera guy. You know,
Lord.
When we walk in a room, everybody wants to look at him. I'm good with that. You know? If I could be in the back seat and he's driving, that's just me.
Hello. I don't blame you.
But I appreciate this. It's been a wonderful opportunity. I do want to talk about one more product, if I may.
Please.
I want to talk about our bath salts. So our bath salts is truly going to be a milky experience. Now, what does that mean? Is I put powdered milk in my bath salts. So we put a little bit of Epsom salt, pink Himalayan salt. We put some botanicals, which are like dried flowers and things. And we also put essential oils. But when you drop that into a bathtub with that milky water, it's just a new sense of relaxation and a milky sense on your body.
You remember Cleopatra had milk baths. She took milk baths. So this is another version of it.
Here I am, Cleo. Well, look, we got about 3 minutes left. And I want to say this to you guys. I appreciate the fact that you got up early to come in to share and continue to give back. Because I believe that because according to the word of God, he said it's better to give than it always asking for to receive. And when you give, he said, I will bless it more and more. I will give it back to you 100-fold. And I believe that with everything that's on the inside of me. Continue to do what you're doing, to work with those who need the help, to help people who are out there trying to do something to make a difference. Like, for instance, our police department. I mean, they are out there protecting us every day with the, first responders. I tell you, when I really realized the depth of their work was when COVID hit.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
I really realized what they do then. And I tell you, I love you guys. You know it. But what you do, I appreciate, and I thank you for taking the time to share it with us. And this weekend, you're going to be where?
So we have 2 events this weekend. On Saturday, we're going to be at the Barbecue and Blues Festival in Foley. That's an all-day event. Now, it's also tonight, because tonight they're going to have more barbecue, more singers and stuff.
Right.
And then Sunday, we're going to be in Daphne at the United Community Bank, and that's a market that we host. And we're going to have, we're a small market, probably 6, 8, 10 vendors.
Right.
But it's a chance to come out. And one of the things I'll say is if you're a first responder and you come out to the market with us, we want to bless you by giving you 15% off.
Come on now.
So any first responders, and we always get, well, I'm a nurse. Does that qualify? Of course it does.
It does. You help.
You're a helper.
Exactly.
I've also allowed even teachers, because I think teachers are the ones that really shape our minds of the future, and they need to have that as well. So
I agree.
One of the other things we do with Baldwin County school systems is we provide their Employee of the Month a gift certificate. So we want to give back to teachers like we would our first responders.
No doubt about it.
So come out this weekend and check us out. You get that 15% off at the booth if you're a first responder, and an opportunity to meet us in person.
No doubt. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do that. And we are going to tell you like this. We've learned a lot today, from the bottom to the top, from the thought process until it is now, look at it, materialized. It's there. I want to thank you, all of our viewers, surrounding areas, for always allowing me to come into your home every single day. I want to thank you for those who inbox me. I appreciate you for the support. For those who are out doing things to make a difference in our community, we must do that, because here I go again. Once we put all of our resources together and hold it tight, there's nothing that we can't do. Amen. Gotta go, but I'll leave it as I do every single day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in everything that you do, I'll guarantee you this, you're going to be a total success. So until Monday morning at 9 o'clock for another day of nothing but sunshine, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great weekend, guys. See you then. Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.